What if I told you that one small piece of plastic quietly changed the entire American economy and millions of lives forever? Not with guns, not with war, not with politics, but with debt. Today, almost every adult in America carries a credit card. People use it for coffee, for shopping, for vacations, even for food when struggling to survive. It feels normal now, but decades ago, America was completely different. People feared debt. Families avoided borrowing money. If you could not afford something, you simply did not buy it. Then suddenly, banks discovered something terrifyingly powerful. What if people could spend money they did not actually have? That single idea created one of the most profitable businesses in human history. Most people never realized the game was designed to keep them trapped. A system where banks earn billions while ordinary people slowly sink deeper into debt every single year. Some Americans now owe thousands, others owe tens of thousands, and many spend years paying interest without escaping. The credit card industry became so powerful that it transformed shopping habits, family lifestyles, advertising, and even the American dream itself. But how did this happen? Who created this system? And why do experts call it one of the smartest and darkest financial businesses ever built? Watch this video carefully, because once you understand how credit cards changed America forever, you will never look at that little plastic card the same way again. And if you enjoy videos that reveal the hidden side of history, money, and power, subscribe to the History Flash, like this video, and comment below. Debt controls people. I really want to know your opinion. In the beginning, credit cards did not look dangerous at all. In the 1950s, America was booming. People were buying cars, televisions, refrigerators, and new homes. Banks and companies realized Americans loved convenience. So in 1950, a company called Diners Club introduced one of the first modern charge cards. At first, it was only for wealthy businessmen eating at restaurants. The idea sounded simple. Instead of carrying cash, you could pay later. People loved it. Soon, banks saw massive opportunity. Then came Bank of America with a card called Bank AmeriCard, which later became Visa. Another company called MasterCard quickly joined the race, and suddenly America entered a completely new era. Banks started sending credit cards directly to people's homes. Even people who never asked for them received them in the mail. Imagine opening your mailbox and finding free money waiting for you. That is exactly how many Americans felt. At first, it felt amazing. Families could finally buy things immediately instead of saving for months. Want a new TV? Swipe the card. Want expensive clothes? Swipe the card. Want a vacation you cannot actually afford? Swipe the card. America became addicted to spending. But hidden behind this convenience was the real business model: interest. Banks discovered something shocking. If customers could not fully repay their balance, the banks could charge interest every single month, and not small interest, sometimes extremely high interest rates. This changed everything, because now banks no longer wanted people to avoid debt. They wanted people to stay in debt. The longer customers owed money, the more profit banks earned. And the system worked perfectly. Advertisements told Americans they deserved luxury. TV commercials connected happiness with shopping. Owning expensive things became a symbol of success. People stopped asking, "Can I afford this?" Instead, they asked, "Can I make the monthly payment?" That small psychological change transformed American culture forever. By the 1980s, in 1990 seconds, credit cards were everywhere. College students received them. Young adults received them. Even people already struggling financially kept getting approved. Many Americans slowly entered a dangerous cycle. They used one card to pay another. They borrowed more to survive rising costs. Minimum payments looked small, but interest kept growing silently in the background. Some families ended up paying for the same purchase for years. A dinner worth $100 could eventually cost much more because of interest. And while ordinary people struggled, credit card companies made billions. The darker part is that many banks used psychological tricks to increase spending. Bright designs, reward points, cashback offers, limited time deals. The card made spending feel painless. When people pay cash, they physically see money disappearing. But swiping a card feels emotionally easier, and banks understood human behavior better than most people realized. Then came online shopping. Suddenly, Americans could buy anything instantly without even leaving home. One click, one swipe, one more payment. Debt became invisible. Today, the average American household carries massive credit card debt. Many people work stressful jobs just to keep up with bills and interest payments. Some experts believe credit cards helped create a culture where people constantly chase lifestyles they cannot truly afford. Others argue credit cards also helped millions survive emergencies and build businesses. Because the truth is complicated, credit cards themselves are not evil. The real danger is how the system encourages endless borrowing while making profit from financial struggle. And maybe that is why the credit card business became one of the most powerful industries in America. It changed how people shop, how they think about money, how they measure success, and even how they live their daily lives. A tiny piece of plastic quietly reshaped an entire nation. The next time you see someone swiping a credit card, remember this. Behind that simple transaction is a system worth billions of dollars, a system built on human desire, convenience, and debt. And whether people realize it or not, that system changed America forever. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to the History Flash for more powerful documentaries about history, money, secrets, and the hidden systems controlling the modern world. And tell me in the comments, do you think credit cards give people freedom or invisible chains?